king. Well, there have been so many great names, so many great players that have been the staple of the NBA Finals over the years. Most finals games, the list features a lot of Celtics. The great Bill Russell, Sam Jones, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Lakers, and Jerry West as well. Tommy Heinsohn as well, and LeBron James playing in his 52nd NBA Finals game. In his 10th NBA Finals, looking for his 4th championship. You know, you want to say hello to Tommy Heinsohn, who has had just the most magnificent NBA career as a player, as a coach, and now broadcaster with the Celtics. His rookie year, he played in Game 7 of the Finals. He had 37 points and 23 rebounds. Not bad for a rookie in his first Game 7 of the Finals. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Lakers a little sloppy here early. That's all ready for them. 5 turnovers. They had 9 again. 9 total in Game 2.
But going back to Tommy Heinsohn, people don't remember, championship coach as well. And I love his broadcast. I love listening to him and Mike Gorman.
They are the best. Crowder misses that one. James draws a foul. Crowder pleading. That's going to be 2 fouls on Crowder. Crowder, obviously an important part of the team. Good three-point shooter. One of the defenders who can try to guard LeBron James. And with them shorthanded, they cannot afford to get players in foul trouble. So James to the free throw line. He did not have a turnover in Game 2.
Well, it's the opportunity to play for a championship. You have to be locked in.
4-3 in the win. Oh, it's good. I want those shots. I want the big time plays. It's a tradition here, and that's all it's about.
Williams missed a couple of free throws, shooting just 73% from the line in the playoffs to go along with all those fantastic numbers. Hits the second one.
Also, I want to say congratulations, LeBron James. That lob pass to Dwight Howard allowed him to pass the great John Stockton on the all-time playoff assist list. Only Magic Johnson leads him.
Duncan Robinson misses. Green tips it. Again, you can see the guy, one of the great scorers, and he's on all these assist lists as well. Davis looking. Andre Iguodala's in for him. Crowder picking up that second foul. Shot clock winding down. Green's going to have to hoist it up. Just gets it off in time. Manages just to graze the rim, but will he get the rebound?
An adjustment. Normally they would double teaming Anthony Davis. That time did not double team. Just gave a little bit of help. Allowed them to stay at home on the shooters.
And up and into the ball better. And right now the Lakers are a little bit stagnant in the half court.
Anthony Davis has not taken a shot yet. He has been dominant so far in these first 2 games. Double team, gets away from it, turns it over. 6 turnovers now for the Lakers. We've only played just over 6 minutes. Robinson doesn't connect. The Heat very upset. They thought there was contact on that shot attempt. James drives down, trips and falls, picked up by Robinson. Tyler Hero, back to Robinson, throws it up to Butler, broken up by Caldwell Pope. Right back out to the Heat. Duncan Robinson, the rare 2-point jumper, and he draws the foul as Howard bumped him.
I like the energy and the effort and the body language of Duncan Robinson right now, Coach. Aggressive for his shot, makes everybody else around him so much better when he has a live body offensively.
The one thing I think for a lot of players in these type of situations, talent level and intensity is ramped up so high, they can get a little bit rushed. I thought a couple of his spot-ups have been a little bit not in the same rhythm. He's got a quick release, but in a couple of those, I thought it was a hurried release.
It's the first, the upcoming NBA and WNBA final schedule. ESPN Tuesday, WNBA Finals Game 3. Seattle winning again today. They're up 2-0 on Las Vegas. And then on Tuesday night, NBA Finals Game 4. That tip-off shortly after 9. Back to the later start on Tuesday. Goran Dragic and Bam Adebayo will be available. Still to be determined, as those two missing their 2nd straight game. Dragic with the plantar fascia tear, Adebayo with the neck/shoulder injury. And Eric Spoelstra and his coaching staff trying to keep this team fired up and believing that they can win. They're off to an excellent start here in Game 3.
their defensive activity, their pressure on the ball has been much better now as Rondo comes in and James takes his customary rest.
Cross-court pass, thrown out of bounds. Wow, the Lakers just so sloppy. They have twice as many turnovers as they have field goals right now. Butler drives, spins, goes right to the rim, and gets it a fall. Jimmy Butler now 6 points, 3 assists. It's a 20-9 lead for Miami.
On the aggressive and making plays, I like the idea of, even with none on the floor, keeping the ball in the hands of Butler.
Kuzma also in the game off the bench. Anthony Davis calling for it. And offensive foul as Davis barrels into Jimmy Butler. Everything going the Heat's way. Davis is still not taking a shot.
But Coach, if you're the Miami Heat, this is the type of effort that's going to cut it. Multiple effort, come over, help, put your body in the way, be willing to get hit. This is a different team to start this ball game.
Yeah, defensively, Iguodala coming in, I think, has gotten under Anthony Davis a little bit. Jay Crowder started it with fronting the post. Butler right there, as you said, smart, putting his body on the line. Good stuff.
Alex Caruso has come in. Kendrick Nunn also in for Miami. There's Nunn. And through the hands of Butler, not expecting the pass. Second Heat turnover. Kuzma, soft little jumper, misses. Kelly Olynyk, Andre Iguodala, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, and Jimmy Butler, the 5 out there for the Heat. Olynyk had an excellent offensive game in game 2. Goes inside on a whistle and a foul as Davis will pick up the personal. And that's 2 on Anthony Davis.
And a smart play by Olynyk. Realize that Davis had the angle. If he goes straight up, he's getting that layup block. Instead goes into the body of Anthony Davis, forcing the contact.
Olynyk, who didn't even play in a couple of games in the conference finals against Boston, played in the kind of the mop-up duty in game 1 after the Lakers went up huge. But then in game 2 came off the bench, 24 points and 9 rebounds in 37 minutes. He's a really good offensive player. James is going to come back in. Each game, one lucky fan can win beer for a year. If either team reaches 95 points, tweet hashtag Ultra Beer Bonus and hashtag sweepstakes at Michelob Ultra for a chance to win.
You know, one interesting thing that just took place. Solomon Hill was about to come into the ball game for Jimmy Butler. He's at the scorer's table. Jimmy Butler looks at Eric Spoelstra and says, "Leave me in, I'm good." Eric Spoelstra overrides his superstar player, realizing, I need you for 48 minutes tonight. Get him out right now, have a short leash on this lineup, but you like the way he started to make sure he stays fresh.
The difference, though, is because of Davis's 2 free throws, LeBron James came back in earlier than he normally does because Frank Vogel wants to always have either Davis, James, or preferably both on the floor. But because of Iguodala's ability, they can do what Mark just said, is rest him a little bit more.
Rondo for 3. That misses. Rebound, Tyler Hero. So Anthony Davis on the bench, scoreless of 2 fouls and a 13-point lead. He had a 13-point lead in the first quarter of game 1 before the Lakers went on that unbelievable rampage. Olynyk, feed to Hero. Hero, difficult shot. And Rondo rebound and pushes. Ahead to James, spins inside. Slip, and they're going to say a trip. So James drawing the foul there. Iguodala's call for his first. Oh, he stepped on the foot of Olynyk. Olynyk's foot wasn't moving. It was just stationary.
Well, no, so it was Iguodala. Mike, maybe he hit Olynyk too, but what is the ruling on that? If your foot is already down,
That's not a foul.
It shouldn't be a foul.
Steps on Iguodala's foot.
he stepped on both.
It's on both.
But the one that sends him down is Iguodala.
Yep, exactly. He's lucky not to have one of those turned ankle. Meanwhile, James is now 1 for 4 from the free throw line. A surprising start, 22-10. Heat playing some terrific inspired basketball here to open up game 3. There's none. Sloppy pass, Rondo with the steal. Rondo to James. James down the lane, goes up, and draws the foul.
And that's where they're so good, is in transition. If you turn it over on them, they are the very best in our league because of James's speed and passing of just ramming it right down your throat.
Solomon Hill, his first. This will be free throws number 6 and 7 already for LeBron James. We still have 3 minutes left here in the first.
Well, good play by Rondo with the steal. Then he centers the ball to James. And again, good play by Solomon Hill.
But that's why Eric Spoelstra says bring the ball at the floor and get a timeout. We have to talk about being careless with the basketball. Give ourselves a chance by taking care of the basketball.
A timeout call with just over 3